Just don't touch me. You're ugly. Back your buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing custody, cause I can't name that. Got dummy. Tryna come slow down my mouth. I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Me, I'm the one golded. Tryna come slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. 53-yard line. First and 10. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Mechie, the man in motion. On second down, Young. This one caught by Mechie. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Out of the shotgun, Young. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Returnable from the 17. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. There. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Third down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's a third and 10. He'll look to throw. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. A gain of 16 yards. First down, New Orleans.
And And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. Now a give up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And just a short pickup there to the 35. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll be 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This one from 52 yards away. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Saints are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and let's see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
A 2nd down throw for Young. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Saints are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to... From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mechie, the man in motion. They'll go play action with Young. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stick with him again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Now give on the ground. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got it inside the 5. He is in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. The Saints will get out in front 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Mechie, the man in motion. Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a...
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll stay on the ground. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's got another one. Jamar Chase. Touchdown Saints. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. The extra point is up and through. And the Saints up their lead. It's now 24-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Brian Branch on the tackle. A gain of 14 yards. And the Panther first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Young. This one deep downfield for Mingo. And the Saints are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it go deep for Chase.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
So second down, and they'll run it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
24, Panthers 7.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Checking it down, this one is caught. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a
coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
And he is going to have the Saints first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now, the extra point. His kick is good. The Saints will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Young going to give it to Brooks. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. On play action, Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's got... better with the ball.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good run there on 2nd down. They'll pick up the 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. It's fourth down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books.
With the score 6-31.
So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. That's taken at about the 14. Whoa! But this turns out to be a solid return. They finally get him to the ground. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw.
Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Brooks. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
It just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He pulls it in around the 5. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And he'll take it on in. John Mechie. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. He'll drop to throw. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is McConkey. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll run on second down. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. That one complete to McConkey. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. Thought for a minute.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. An extra point attempt to follow. He gets it to go. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the...
So this one, a win for the Saints. They get the victory away from home in the division. This was so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.